How to Analyze People by Allan Goldman. Have you ever felt like you're missing out on understanding the people around you? What if you could see beyond the words, grasping the hidden meanings in their body language and actions? In today's summary, we're going to uncover the secrets to reading body language, deciphering personality traits, and mastering interactions in both your personal and professional life. Stick with me till the end to gain insights that could transform the way you connect with others. Do you often feel like people easily deceive you? Do you struggle to understand others' true intentions? Do you find yourself getting swayed by what others say too quickly? If so, let me assure you that people are not as mysterious as they might seem. In fact, their true intentions often reveal themselves. All you need to do is pay close attention to their body language. In this summary, you'll learn how to read people's body language, how to understand what's going on in someone's mind just by observing their movements. Unconsciously, people tend to reveal their true selves through their body movements. As the saying goes, a person's face is a reflection of their heart. By carefully observing someone's facial expressions and body language, you can easily grasp their feelings. You'll also learn about the 5 key features used to study someone's personality. You can discover a lot about a person from their dressing sense and the way they communicate. A person's interests, habits, the type of music they enjoy, or the kind of people they associate with can all give you significant clues about them. Moreover, you'll understand the 2 main types of adult relationships: workplace relationships and romantic relationships. It's often essential to understand your coworkers and romantic partners. This summary will help you analyze them and interact with them more effectively. The most successful people in the world are often the best communicators. A good communicator understands the people they interact with. Having a high level of understanding with those around you will lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. To reach that level, it's crucial to learn how to analyze people, using our bodies to communicate. When we speak, we often rely heavily on our body language. Body language isn't just about simple gestures like a thumbs up. It's something that requires careful observation, including facial expressions and posture. Only about 7% of communication is verbal, meaning spoken words, while the remaining 55% is conveyed through body language. Understanding body language is a crucial skill, especially when analyzing people, and it can be incredibly beneficial when you're meeting someone for the first time. Their body language can reveal whether they are trustworthy or not. Even with people you already know, their body language can tell you a lot about what they are thinking or feeling. For instance, if a friend is nervous, you can observe their body language to pick up on this, even if they don't verbally share their problem with you. This way, you can offer your help. When we communicate, various parts of our body are involved, with the upper body being the easiest to interpret. The upper body houses vital organs like the heart and lungs, and it behaves in ways that protect these organs. Upper body analysis is particularly useful in dating situations. For example, if your date has their chest facing you, it indicates that they feel safe and trust you. On the other hand, if they turn their chest away, it signals discomfort, meaning they might be trying to protect themselves emotionally. Next, let's talk about the hands. People often use their hands a lot while speaking. Those who use more hand gestures tend to be more confident and energetic. However, you can't fully understand someone just by observing their hand gestures. You need to analyze them carefully and in combination with other parts of the body. Energetic people may use low-energy hand gestures in new or unfamiliar situations, so it's important to observe hand gestures alongside other body parts. Our hands also communicate clearly through fidgeting. When people are anxious, they tend to fidget by moving their hands and arms restlessly. Actions like frequently touching their face or drumming their fingers on a table are signs that the person is uncomfortable, nervous, or even bored. Similarly, you can learn a lot from observing someone's legs. In fact, when observing body language, people often overlook this part of the body. While people can control their hands and facial expressions, they often forget about their legs, which can inadvertently reveal the truth. So when observing someone, pay attention to their legs. Where are their feet pointing? If their feet are pointing toward you, it indicates that they enjoy your company. However, if their feet are pointing away, it suggests they are not comfortable and may want to end the interaction as soon as possible. Leg position can also indicate confidence. Sitting with legs tightly together can suggest insecurity and nervousness. On the other hand, some people sit with their legs spread wide, taking up more space, which indicates an authoritative and confident nature. However, these observations aren't always 100% accurate, as cultural factors play a role. For example, women wearing skirts or dresses may sit with their legs close together, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are insecure. The most expressive part of our body is our face. Facial expressions can reveal a lot about a person's emotions. There are 3 key facial features that can help us understand someone's feelings: the eyebrows, eyes, and mouth. Eyebrows never lie. People often lower their eyebrows to hide their emotions. Lowered eyebrows can also indicate deep concentration. The eyes are the most expressive feature of the face. When people talk, they tend to look into each other's eyes. As the saying goes, eyes are the windows to the soul. If someone is looking at you from 100 feet away, you can still sense it. Often, liars avoid eye contact, but don't be fooled by this, as professional liars might look you straight in the eye while lying. Sometimes, aggressive eye contact can also indicate that the person is lying. Happiness is an emotion that can be detected through the eyes. A genuine smile tightens the muscles around the eyes, creating wrinkles at the corners. However, a fake smile won't cause these wrinkles, even if the person tries to show they are happy. The mouth is another important part of the face. People can communicate a lot using their lips and jaw. Clenched teeth indicate discomfort and anxiety. If someone is biting their lips, it suggests they are deep in thought, or possibly trying to keep themselves from speaking. Tight lips and a clenched jaw are signs of anger. The difference between anger and deep thought can be detected through the eyes. In anger, a person's eyes tend to narrow, and the gap between the eyebrows reduces. Typically, emotions are expressed through a combination of these 3 facial features. Take sadness as an example. Sadness is a difficult emotion to hide. When people are sad, their mouth droops, and the inner part of their eyebrows comes together and rises. Fear is another example. In fear, a person's eyebrows rise, creating wrinkles on the forehead. The lower eyelid may also rise, and sometimes the upper eyelid rises too, revealing more of the white part of the eye. Fear often causes the mouth to open slightly. However, these signs can be influenced by cultural and social standards. For instance, in Finland, eye contact is considered a friendly gesture, while in Japan, it is seen as aggressive. Nevertheless, the 3 factors mentioned below are less affected by culture and will continue to provide information. The first sign is crossed arms. This position usually indicates discomfort. When someone crosses their arms, it often means they are trying to protect themselves. The second sign is mirroring. This occurs when someone copies another person's actions, indicating interest and connection. This body language is often seen among romantic partners. The third factor is carriage, how people hold their posture. This can be analyzed to gauge how confident a person is. Take walking and sitting as examples. Imagine someone sitting in front of you with a straight posture, their chest out and chin up. When they walk, their steps land on the ground with confidence. Such people are usually trustworthy. In contrast, slouched shoulders and a loose posture indicate a lack of confidence. People with this posture often seem insecure and shuffle their feet when they walk. People can also fake their posture. Studies show that faking a confident posture can reduce stress hormones, boost testosterone levels, and naturally increase confidence. When analyzing someone's behavior, observe what their entire body is communicating. This will give you a more accurate result. You can try this with the following example. Imagine you're attending a party and you meet a man named Mark. Mark maintains eye contact while speaking, and there's a noticeable gap between his feet. He has his arms crossed, but continues to talk with a smile. Although you don't see wrinkles at the corners of his eyes, you notice that Mark's eyebrows occasionally rise, and there's tension between them. Sometimes he widens his eyes or purses his lips. He keeps a certain distance from others while conversing. What does Mark's behavior tell you? What do you think he's feeling? What kind of person does he seem to be? Mark is trying to hide his feelings. His eyes reveal that he's nervous and uncomfortable, even though his body posture suggests otherwise. He smiles while speaking and stands with his feet apart to appear confident. Outward personality. Characterization aspects. Characterization aspects, forming an opinion about someone based on their behavior at first glance, is not analysis, it's judgment. Remember, the signs you observe only offer hints about their qualities. Many people have a nature that contrasts with their behavior. They may act one way, but be something entirely different. That's why it's important to always observe and not jump to conclusions. Apart from body language, there are 5 other features you can use to analyze people. The first 2 are how they dress and how they speak. Observing someone's dressing sense and fashion style isn't always reliable. Typically, well-dressed people appear to have a high level of confidence. On the other hand, those who wear loose, outdated clothes might seem to lack self-esteem. However, the opposite can also be true. For example, take Rachel and Kyron, colleagues at a law firm. Rachel is always well-dressed, preferring tight-fitting, fashionable clothes, while Kyron often wears loose, old suits, and sometimes even skips wearing a tie to the office. Despite his poor fashion choices, Kyron is a confident and aggressive lawyer who doesn't care about others' opinions on his appearance. On the other hand, Rachel, though always dressed sharply, feels insecure and lacks self-esteem. She dresses well because she believes a lawyer should project a strong image. The way people speak also reveals their confidence level. Confident and comfortable individuals speak in a particular manner, usually at a moderate volume and with ease. In contrast, those who speak quickly or loudly may be uncomfortable or anxious. The third feature is people's habits and interests. A person's true nature can often be uncovered through their habits. Do you know someone who does a lot of social work? Such individuals tend to be kind-hearted and compassionate. Pet owners, too, are generally caring and nurturing. Those who follow a strict schedule might be control freaks. Another habit to observe is their social media presence. People often express their opinions online. However, those who frequently use social media might lack self-confidence and could be desperate for human contact. The last 2 features are the type of music they listen to and the kind of people they befriend. Heriot-Watt University once conducted a study involving 36,000 participants to explore the link between people's personalities and their taste in music. The researchers found that associating rock and rap music with aggression is a misconception. People who enjoy rock and heavy metal are often introverts, gentle and creative. Those who listen to rap and hip-hop are typically extroverted and have high self-esteem. Pop music lovers tend to be more honest and extroverted compared to others, though they may lack creativity. Those who prefer country or classical music were found to be emotionally stable. You can also learn a lot about someone by observing their friends. People form friendships for various reasons, one of which is reciprocal altruism, meaning people tend to befriend those who share qualities and traits they value. Take Naomi and Jennifer as an example. Jennifer is Naomi's best friend, and compared to Naomi's other friends, Jennifer is more kind-hearted and generous, indicating that Naomi greatly values kindness and generosity. People usually prefer friends who are like them. Close friends often share similar hobbies and interests. Individuals feel more comfortable around those who share similar opinions. This means that friends often have the same values and morals. Evaluating individuals in the workplace. Workplace adults spend more than 30% of their lives at the office, which is why we often develop deep relationships with our colleagues. They become like a second family. Therefore, it's crucial to have a good understanding of the people you work with. The first person you need to understand is your boss. Understanding your boss's habits will help you maintain a positive relationship with them, enabling you to work more effectively in a better environment. You get a chance to analyze your boss during the interview itself. This is when you can decide whether you want to work with them or not. You can also ask them questions to get a better understanding of their character. If the interviewer is well prepared, it indicates that your boss is likely an organized person who values efficiency and completing tasks on time. However, such bosses are often strict about deadlines and may not be very helpful. For example, Kristen applied for a new job and had an interview with her team leader, John. During the interview, John listened attentively to Kristen's answers. When Kristen asked him some questions, John responded thoughtfully, taking his time to provide serious answers. Bosses who behave this way are often highly involved with their juniors. This means they believe in working collaboratively with their team. When John talks about his team, he mentions how skilled the members are, showing that he is aware of everyone's abilities. From these observations, Kristen was confident that she wouldn't face any problems working under John. She believed he would always be respectful and appreciative of her work. The way a boss talks about their team reveals a lot about their personality. But what if a boss speaks negatively about their team? This indicates a bad character, and no one would want to work with such a boss. When you get a job, it's essential to meet your boss's expectations. To do this, you need to understand what motivates them, whether it's power, affiliation, or achievement. Bosses motivated by power like to keep everyone under control and prefer things to be done their way. To keep such a boss happy, you'll need to do exactly what they want. Bosses motivated by affiliation focus more on relationships. They prefer to reward those who agree with them rather than talented employees. Your job might depend on how well you can align with your boss's opinions. Working with such a boss requires high emotional intelligence. Bosses driven by achievement are highly competitive and hate losing at any cost. This type of boss will likely interfere in your work and become irritated if they don't receive information promptly. After understanding your boss, the next step is to analyze your coworkers. These are the people you interact with daily, so to perform well and work in a stress-free environment, it's important to build a good relationship with them. The first step is to determine whether your colleagues view you positively. Do they smile and greet you when you enter the office? If they do, it means they respect and like you, which indicates that you are likely to be successful in this organization. However, if no one acknowledges you at work, this is a problem. It means your coworkers don't respect you. In this case, you should check your behavior and identify the reasons why people might not like you. Perhaps your attitude is too negative, or maybe you talk too much. If you don't work on changing your bad habits, you may never succeed. Sometimes it can be difficult to recognize whether you're being ignored at the workplace, because relationships at work can be both personal and professional. However, professionalism does not mean you should be ignored. Do your colleagues share jokes with you or invite you to get-togethers? If the answer is no, it means they don't like you. Often, groups form within the office where members share similar interests. These groups can be useful in preventing wrongdoings in the workplace. However, they also have their downsides. Sometimes, group members may start bullying other employees. Assessing romantic links. At some point in our lives, we all encounter a romantic partner, making it crucial to find the right one. Otherwise, we might face consequences for a long time. By analyzing your partner, you can determine whether they are the right match for you. The early days of romance are often exciting. During this time, you might overlook your partner's flaws because you're focused on your feelings for them. However, these initial days are the best time to get to know and understand them. Your first date can provide a lot of information. After the date, ask yourself, how easy was it to converse with your partner? If you did all the talking, this person might not be the right partner for you. How was their body language? Were they making eye contact while talking? Or were they looking elsewhere? If your date's body was oriented towards you, it's a sign that they like you. After a good first date, you can start evaluating your partner's character. It's fun to enjoy a night or two with someone, but some people lack the patience for long-term relationships. The way your partner treats others can give you insight into how they will treat you in the future. For example, if they value their friends and family, they are likely to give you the same importance. How does your partner treat those in lower positions? Pay attention to how they behave with the waiter at a restaurant. If they are rude, it's a sign that they might not value you in the future. Stress often reveals a person's true nature. Observe how your partner handles challenges. People who remain calm under pressure possess a good quality. Challenges in relationships are normal, and a good partner should have the ability to manage their emotions. Another valuable sign to watch for is how your partner controls their anger. Do they become destructive when angry? Do they take their anger out on others? Does your partner get angry easily? If so, it means they don't know how to manage their anger in a healthy way, and such a partner might exhibit abusive behavior in the future. Jealousy is another sign you should observe. Let's take the example of Paige and Owen. In the early days of their relationship, Owen was extremely possessive of Paige. He wanted Paige to spend all her time with him. Initially, Paige found Owen's behavior sweet, but as time went on, things started getting out of control. Owen began to closely monitor who Paige talked to and what she said. He didn't want to leave her alone even for a minute. In other words, Owen was trying to control Paige's life. While jealousy and possessiveness are common in relationships, Owen took it to an extreme. A jealous partner will never tolerate sharing your attention. In such a relationship, you'll never have personal space, and you'll constantly feel like someone else is controlling your life. This can have a significant impact on your other relationships. People like Owen never trust their partners and always try to control their lives. That's why it's important to recognize the early signs of jealousy as soon as possible. During casual conversations, you should ask your partner questions to analyze their behavior. Ask them about their hobbies, opinions, and other relationships. However, make sure they don't realize you're studying them. Otherwise, they might not give honest answers. Conclusion. First, you learned how to read body language. By observing someone's hands, feet, and upper body, you can easily determine whether they are nervous or confident. A person's face reveals their true self, so it's crucial to focus on their eyes, eyebrows, and mouth. Second, you discovered that personality can be analyzed using 5 key features. The way people dress and speak indicates their level of confidence. People's music preferences, habits, and interests also provide significant insights into their personality. Additionally, the nature of a person's friends can reveal a lot about them. Third, you learned how to evaluate individuals in the workplace. You can analyze your boss during the interview process and afterward, identifying what motivates them. You can also assess your coworkers based on how they treat you. Finally, you learned how to analyze romantic partners. During a date, you can understand your partner's behavior, recognize if they are stressed or angry, and grasp their true nature, helping you decide the future of your relationship. Humans are social animals. They cannot survive alone. However, understanding each other can be challenging at times. Misunderstandings can create rifts in your relationships with your partner or coworkers. Yet, you can live a happy and fulfilling life by simply analyzing and understanding the people around you. I hope this summary has provided valuable insights into analyzing people, from spotting the subtle cues in body language to evaluating complex relationships. Remember, understanding those around you is the key to building stronger, more fulfilling connections.